On behalf of Kalobeyei Initiative for Better Life, a refugee-led organization in Kalobeyei settlements, side of Kakuma refugee camp, Kenya, and I'm very grateful here to present the project of sprout farming, a project which is being led by Kalobeyei Initiative for Better Life and other different partners. I'm here in the room with different colleagues from my team and from our partners, like they will have time to present themselves here. And today we are going to discuss about how this sprout farming is empowering refugee and how is it important, beneficial, and how is it addressing climate change and access to food security in the refugee camp. I'm welcoming all of you to this session, and let's have some few minutes to discuss about it and understand what is climate, what is sprout farming, what is its impact in the refugee camp, and how does it addressing food security. So welcome, and next slide, Barbara. So thank you very much. The title of the session of today is Food Security and Drought Relief Through Sprout Farming Initiative in the Refugee Camp for a sustainable sprout farming and reaching resilience in the refugee camp. We are here, me, myself, I'm called Akilimali Kaposho Espoir. I'm a member of Kalobeyei Initiative for Better Life. I'm also with my colleague, she will have to present herself. Please
Yes,
unmute and present.
my name is Barbara Sarbin. I am the director of Something Good in the World based in Hawaii and New York in the United States. Thank you so much for inviting me to participate today.
Thank you very much, Barbara. Thank you very much. And I think you'll be a full support for this presentation of today. I'm here also with Seleus Nezerwe. Seleus Nezerwe, I don't know if you have already logged in so that you proceed also with your presentation. Mr. Seleus?
Yes, I did.
Yes, you can present yourself to the audience so that we continue. Please, Seleus, unmute yourself and present yourself to the audience before we proceed with the program.
Thank you. It's something like this. Hello,
Hello?
hello.
Hello, we can hear you. Please proceed.
Yes, I'm Seleus Nezero. I'm also working with Mr. Espoir Kilimali at Kalobeyei Initiative for Better Life. I'm the program's coordinator, and I follow very closely this program, the Sprouts Farming Program. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Seleus. And to the audience, Mr. Seleus is the head of the program of Kalobeyei Initiative for Better Life, which we'll have to introduce later down slide, due because of time and how we prepare our slides. We'll have to discuss about Kalobeyei Initiative for Better Life in the coming slides. So thank you very much. We are going now to discuss about the malnutrition problem in the refugee camp, especially Kakuma and Kalobeyei refugee camp where we are normally based. So food security and drought relief drought spot farming initiative in the refugee camp is a big initiative which is supporting refugees in terms of food security, access for access to livelihood opportunities, and also to combat against climate change. Let's see the statistics. In the northern parts of Kenya, specifically in Turkana West, there is a hosting of over 250,000 refugees from different nationalities, from Kakuma, different nationalities like South Sudan, Republic of Congo, Burundi, Somali, Ethiopia, and other nationalities which we cannot mention the above 19 nationalities which are based in Kakuma and Kalobeyei refugee camp, and we cannot state all of them. And in Kenya, only one of fourth, which is approximately 26% of children age of below 5 years of age are facing malnutrition, and that malnutrition is increasing in prevalence of observed in some counties like Turkana West, which is affected by drought and which is a semi-arid area where the population is largely vulnerable. For example, here where people the land and the situation in which we are, it is not really good for the normal agriculture. As you can see on the picture here, the land is a bit dry, and the normal agriculture is a bit complicated to continue here. So people are facing difficulties, and where there is no good agriculture, it is very hard to have food security. And below here there is a link where if you would like to get more information, you could just click on this link which is below here and get more information. Thank you. You can proceed on the next slide, please. Yes. Now we as Kalobeyei Initiative for Better Life, we are addressing this challenge of food scarcity and the drought relief in with our innovative idea of sprout farming in the refugee camp for both refugees and those community, to unveil sustainable solution not only to nourish the community but empower them to combat climate induced adversities. We have seen that this solution of sprout farming, it will not only affect food security, not to affect but impact the food security, but it is also another tool to combat climate change and to provide something good for the people in the arid area whereby agriculture is not totally possible, and if possible it requires a lot of resources which is not affordable by everyone or most of the refugees, like vulnerable women. So we now as Kalobeyei Initiative for Better Life, we as Kalobeyei Initiative for Better Life, we we explore the transformative impact of sprouts on food security, especially for refugee children. Then we have seen that we cannot combat this. We don't have enough resources. We don't have enough resources to address the issue of food security, but we can do the little that we can, so that almost some of the children can get this access to food security. But we cannot say that we'll just close our hand because we cannot provide what is needed for the whole community. But we just say that the little that we can provide, let us start with that one, and it might increase with the coming days. That's why we have started this program of sprout farming. So let us proceed and see what is sprout farming, how does it work, and what is the overview of sprout farming. Can proceed. Now, as you see here on this slide, this is a sprout farming solution. As you can see, I'm taking the person taking these two boxes of sprouts. These are the matured sprouts. This is how it is matured. Then sprout farming is an innovative and eco-friendly practice. It is innovative because I think we are the first one to do it in Kakuma and Kalobeyei refugee camp, and maybe in Kenya we are the first one to do it in a refugee camp. And it seems like it is very important because we have seen that even those people with a very low level income can do this sprout farming, and even this one make people to combat food security and climate change at the household level, whereby even a kid can do this process. So we cultivate young plants without soil, harnessing concentrated nutrients from seeds to grain. This sustainable method requiring minimal space, as I said, we can do it at the household level and offer quick solution to enhance diet, especially for communities facing challenge like arable lands or adverse climate conditions. Like here in the place where we are living in Kalobeyei refugee camp, rain is not easy. Sometimes we do almost 1 month or more than 1 month without rain. So in some places like that, to have this normal agriculture is not easy. That's why we have seen that sprout farming is one of the best solutions which can be adapted in this region to combat climate change also, and this issue of food security. And it's a quick solution. It's a quick solution, as you see here, when just to take seeds and make it in some days. And let me show you how is it a quick solution. Let's go to the sprout process, and you will see how is it a quick solution, because it is not need it doesn't need a lot of things. It's just easy and more practicable by everyone. Just go to the next slide, please. Yes, this is how the sprout process is, from seed to sprout. we start by sprouting. We start by taking a container. First of all, we must have a container. The container is well cleaned, and we prepare also the grain, the seeds. We clean also the seed. We don't use, because it is something that we are going to eat, and we can't use something which is not clean. We clean all of them. uh, after cleaning After cleaning, we go now to the what we call farming process, but it's another process. We can call it another name, but we call it farming process. As you see, we soak those seeds in the water for almost 6 hours or 8 hours. We soak them in the water. Then uh, after after that 6 hours, we remove them. Then we wash them by water. As you see on this slide, someone is putting some water there, but these sprouts are for the first, for the second. This one is for the first day, the second, then is the third day. So after washing, after putting after cleaning it with water, we proceed. Then we hydrate the sprouts. We hydrate them in the morning and evening. So every morning and evening we hydrate them with some water. We just put some water. Then after 5 to 7 days, you can proceed with the same process. We proceed with the same process with hydrating the sprouts in the morning and evening. Then after 5 to 7 days, you can harvest them. We call it harvesting the sprouts, and they have a lot of nutrient in it. Sprouts has a lot of nutrients. For example, they're rich in protein, in calcium, in fiber, in minerals like vitamin, also in vitamin C, B, and it's also an antioxidant. It can be eaten raw with salad or any other food. For sprout farming, for example, I didn't come with it here. I could show you how we are eating sprouts. We can eat it without any other food, or you can mix it with salad or any other food, depending on how your cultures allow you to cook food. But for us here, I normally eat sprouts without anything. I just cut the root and I eat, and it is very, very good. And for children, we normally mix it with something, with some maybe salad or some other food, so that the children can benefit those nutrients. Yeah, especially in the refugee community, we have seen that sprout farming is one of the best solutions that we can implement for food security, and also it's also another source for livelihood opportunity. We have seen that because so many women are adopting it, they do these sprouts, and then they try to talk with their neighbors and they pay them something. They take that sprout because it is very, very nutritious to it's very nutritious to children, and also for mature people. Also, it's very good because I've tried it, and so many people have tried it and they've seen that it's good. Let's proceed to the next slide. So, as you see here, the advantages and outcome of sprouting Kalobeyei settlement and Kakuma refugee camp. Here is the day of our graduation. As you see on the picture, before I explain the content which is here, we have trained several women in Kalobeyei settlement about sprout farming, and it has gone successful. It was a full training for refugee women and some host community who are willing to join us, and it went really, really successful. So refugee women were trained on sprout farming and have subsequently trained themselves also. That's why we say that it can be another source of livelihood opportunity, because once you are trained, you can train also another person in your community, or you can be making a lot of sprouts content and selling them each week. So you see that it can be another source of opportunity, of our livelihood opportunity for this low income country. We are mentioning very well for this low income country. So it depends on your level of income. Because for me, if I make something which is 500 shilling, which less than $5, for me it's a very good source of income. But for another person, it might not, because he's earning more than that. Yes. And also, some of its benefit, as we said, it's a method that is replicable. Everyone can do it, and it can be done to the household level. So, after successful sprout farming in Kalobeyei Village 1, Kalobeyei settlement implemented by Kibli, Kalobeyei Initiative for Better Life, which we'll have to discuss in the coming slides, we have seen that it has gone up to village 1, village 2, village 3, because for those people who have been in Kalobeyei settlement or Kakuma refugee camps, you know that it is divided in neighborhood or some in village. Like Kalobeyei, we have village 1, 2, and 3. We started with village 1 and we have expanded up to village 2 and 3, and the process is still going well. Something which has made this project to be implemented by so many people and also make many refugees to like it. It first of all, it's nutritional diversification that we have witnessed. We have also this quick and effective nutritional solutions because, for example, once you're planting some other kind of trees, it will take time. Some other kind of plant, it will take time, and after taking a long time, maybe people will get tired. But for this one, even in an emergency setup, by in 1 week or less, you will just eat your sprouts. That's why people are very interested in it and are taking it every day. So it's very, very impressive to the refugee level, and people are really, really excited to see this kind of experience in the refugee camp. It's also an environmental friendly because this one, it is not using soil, and we are not abusing, we are not misusing our environments in any way. We are just doing something which is, let me call it, climate friendly agriculture, because we are just using this bottle. And I do remember when we started, we were using some plastics, and those plastics, those bottle of plastic that we started using, we recycled it from other people who used it. Maybe it was a container of plastic which has maybe some food or some other industrial products. We take it from that person, then we use it as our container of sprouting. It was like a recycling program that we started. Then we included sprouts, so it was a very environmental friendly agriculture, and the community and everyone really appreciated. Then it is also another side source of livelihood opportunities. I told you, once these women who get trained, they normally produce and continue producing to sell it to their neighbors and other people, and sometimes they train as a community member so that they can know how to use this sprout farming. And also it's a knowledge sharing and a replication, to say that you can give it to anyone, even your children. You can leave home and tell your children, do this, and each morning just be watering and hydrating this sprout each morning. When I will come back after 7 days, I will find the sprout is ready. So you can give this knowledge to anyone. So it is easy and understandable and very easy to manage. Even children can do it. Let's proceed on the next slide. Yes, yeah. Uh, we have some future plan, and in this future plan, before we go to our future plan, this is a link for our reports. I don't know if you are allowed to open these reports and show a little bit what we did before we go to our future plan and see what we are aiming to do in the coming future. Please try to open the link if possible. Yes, this is this is the report of our sprout farming in Kalobeyei settlements. You can just be scrolling down and see how was our report. Okay, this is the mature sprout as you see there. Yes, this is the report that we had. Yeah, you can proceed. This is the training room that we used. People have been trained on how to use sprouts. Then we go to step one, where they are washing the seed, where they have been soaking in the water, and how they're coming to the center to monitor it, and how we cover the sprouts. Yes, yeah, how we cover the sprouts, how they grow. They said faster to the seventh day. You see how they are being hydrated. Yeah, yes, yes. You see their progress according to the days, the progress of sprouts. Yes, proceed, please. Yes, this is the result now. In some few days, just few days, this is the result as you see here. Just proceed. Yes, this is now the mature sprouts ready to be eaten and ready to be used as a food for children, for mature people, ready to be mixed in any kind of salad. Yes, proceed. Yeah, yes, as you can see in this battle. And this is the graduation day where everyone has his books of sprouts. Here, this in this picture, we have a mix of some of our Kibli member, facilitator, and all of these are the beneficiary, the remaining team. Can proceed, please. Yeah, I think it's the end of the report. Yeah, thank you very much. As you have seen, this is this is a report of what we have already done in this project of sprout farming, and this is just a part of the report. It means we have done bigger than this, and we have impacted so many people. Please return to the other slide. Yes, we have done bigger than this, and we are still progressing and doing, and we are still trying to impact our community in different ways. And that's why we have some future plan. We as Kalobeyei Initiative for Better Life and the other partner with whom we are collaborating, they will have to introduce themselves in the coming slide. And anyone who is willing to join us, and anyone who is willing maybe to continue this journey with us, we are planning to expand our training program in Kalobeyei settlement and Kakuma refugee camp. We don't want just to remain with training of few people. We just want to expand and have some big training uh, uh, workshop of people who are willing to do this project of smart farming, and also according to the need of the community, according to the need of the refugees and other host communities who are facing the same challenges like refugees. There is a big need of expanding this training. And also we are planning to establish of a community sprout farm, a community sprout farm whereby we'll just have a big place or a big farm of sprouts in the community, in each community, whereby even anyone coming from far can just come and see, okay, this is a sprout farming that refugees are doing, refugee youth are doing in Kalobeyei or Kakuma and its host community. And also we are also aiming to have some partnership and collaboration at a big scale, not just to remain partnering with community-based organizations. We would like also to partner with big organizations who are willing also to expand this program of sprout farming, just acknowledging the origin of the idea, and everything will go very well. And also we would like also to have some good diversification of sprout technologies. We just don't want to remain using boxes, using this, and what we would like to have some more knowledge and understanding of these technologies and expand it to a bigger scale, having some diversification of this pro technology to make it more impressive and make it more accessible to different kind of communities. And also we will have to make it market access and income generation. We would like to make this sprout farming a very good source of opportunity of livelihood and income generation to this low income society, low income communities like refugee communities and host community who are facing the same challenges like refugees. And we are really aiming to this program. Next slide. Yes, sir. Yeah. Now let us talk about us. That was a program about sprouts. And if we could continue without saying this, it will be a mistake because there could be a lot of questions. Who are you? Where are you coming from? Why are you telling us this about sprouts? What? Who are you? Who are you? And why are you doing this sprouts? Okay, now let me introduce the organization behind this successful project, which still need a lot of uh, which still need a lot of cooperation and workshop and so many other partnerships. We are Kalobeyei Initiative for Better Life. Kalobeyei Initiative for Better Life is a youth spirit driven and refugee led organization founded in 2018 and located in Kalobeyei settlements, Kenya. Our vision is to end dependency through education. And also we have so many and other mission like making easy access to livelihood opportunities, but we are using the power of education to transform lives of people, transform lives of refugees, transform life of host community. We have been doing a lot of things. We have been doing a lot of activities at our center as a refugee-led organization based in Kalobeyei refugee camp, which is almost 25 kilometers away from Kakuma refugee camp. As you know, we have we are working in different thematic areas. We have education, we have livelihoods, we have protection, we have health. And in all of these thematic areas, we have different activities. Like in education, we have some activities on ICT program, English program, graphic design. We have also some other different activities. We have also in health, we have some activities like sexual health and reproductive health, SRHR. We have also some livelihood opportunities, which is linked, and all of these activities are linked together, from education to livelihood opportunities. That are always linked together. And we have some different objectives like promote education for both refugees and those communities in Kakuma, in Kalobeyei settlement and Kakuma refugee camp. We have also to promote self-reliance between refugees and those community, and also we promote community health, and also we ensure safety. And that is the overview of what we are doing at Kalobeyei Initiative for Better Life. But we normally have a lot, we have more, and we are doing some amazing work that we would like you, the audience, to see one day and try to see what we are doing in the refugee camp. And for instance, I've attached below some of our social media links. uh, there is our email there, keyforlife@gmail.com. We have also our Twitter page, which is keyforblisscbo.twitter. We are also on LinkedIn as Kalobeyei Initiative for Better Life on LinkedIn, and also the phone number which is attached below for those who are in African region or Kenya who can call us through a normal call. Our number is here, and also we can't forget the organization with who we are partnering in this Sprout farming, and they are with us today in this presentation. And we would like to hear from them, and hear also how we meet and what are they doing also in this Sprout farming. And welcome, Barbara. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Espoir, for all of that information. That was so helpful. Aloha mai kako. My name is Barbara Sarbin, and I am the director of Something Good in the World here in Hawaii, in the United States, and as well in New York. And our nonprofit charitable 501c3 children's educational organization came up with the originating idea for Seeding the Future, which is what we call the project for fundraising purposes, and shared this with the members of the team of the Kalobeyei Initiative for Better Life in Kenya. And we are a tiny nonprofit, so our fundraising abilities are extremely small. However, we have a great heart and we really believed in the project. We became totally inspired by the work of the team in the Kakuma refugee camp and Kalobeyei settlement. And we offered assistance to them in terms of the project idea, how to get started, and then the funding to be able to procure the seeds and use containers to grow them and to help with the educational process. Our project began as a pilot program in Hawaii because the school district where we are located, more than a third of the families live below the poverty line. Many struggle with food insecurity. And we know from our experiences in the schools here that the children are hungry. And it is not on the same scale at all with the Kakuma refugee camp, but we thought that if we got it started here, quickly producing nutrient-dense food for students that they could add to their lunches at school, that this could be applied in the refugee camp in Kenya. So we did this as a school project. There is a video that you can click on later, a YouTube video that shows how we did the project in the school and how we did the fundraising as well to be able to send the startup funding to the Kalobeyei Initiative for Better Life in Kenya. The pilot program was so successful in Hawaii that we met with the team members in Kenya via Zoom so that we could explain the steps. The number one concern on our end was health and safety, because we know that the containers must be clean and that the water must be clean. And we also know that in terms of growing the sprouts and making sure that they stay healthy, that they need to stay at the correct temperature, and that there needs to be the correct amount of humidity, and that the sprouts need to be eaten fresh. And so there were concerns from the team about being able to keep them fresh and cool enough, because obviously in a project like this, we want to make sure that we are adding to everybody's nutritional health and not causing any adverse health problems by mistake. The team members from Kalobeyei Initiative for Better Life, they accepted the challenge. They grew the sprouts. They did the work themselves. I hope that Celius will speak today about that process. And then they took on the project of educating others in how to become self-reliant and potentially stave off malnutrition within their own families and as a community using this sprout farming technology. So I would like to thank everybody for the incredible initiative that this has been. And I am going to go to the next slide and allow the team to speak more and also to answer questions.
Thank you very much, Barbara, for your presentation. And for these parts, we would like just to call for action. This is the title of our slides, call for action to empower refugees. And as you know, empowering refugees, you also transform lives. Most of us here, we are refugees, we are facing this difficulty. This is the life experience that we are facing here in Kalobeyei settlement. There is no one who came to us and tell us this and that, but we are facing, we are living this, we are living what we are saying. And that's why we have come up with this call for action to transform life, to become a change for refugees in Kakuma and Kalobeyei refugee camp. We can say that your support is the fuel for our vision. Your support is everything that we need, and we need that support in different way. Your donation, your the workshop, your training, and everything that will make us being more self-reliant in what we are doing. And every contribution transform life, either it is an advice, either it's a contribution, either it's financial, or either it is what, it can transform life. And I would like to call the audience here today at COP28 to join us in the sustainable future where refugees thrives. I would like to call you for action. I know COP28 is a big audience where we have different personalities who can support us in different ways. And what we are doing doesn't mean that we are more professional in what we are doing. No, we don't have doctorates, or we don't have enough doctorate or thesis in what we are doing. No, but we've just say that if we remain like this, closing our hand, and you are still youth, we'll just die like this. We'll just suffer. Our community, our children, our mothers will just suffer without doing anything. And that's why we have decided to come up with this initiative. And now, as we get this opportunity to reach COP28, a big audience, whereby we have also different opportunities like climate finance and everything, as I've seen in the previous sessions, whereby climate finance is being discussed, whereby there is some billions of money which have been given to some sectors to fight climate change by 2030s. I would like also the audience of today to understand that there is also another community here behind. There is another community which is still thriving. There is another community which still need help, and also which is being affected by climate change, and they are more vulnerable. And being affected by climate change also make them more vulnerable than they were. So they need your help. They need your support. They need everything from you. And I could say that together we can cultivate a better world. Inclusion, inclusion is the best. Let me say that inclusion is the best. Including someone in such kind of session like COP28 will make our refugees also more motivated and continue doing what we are doing. For example, me and my team presenting today at this COP28, it's a motivation. Though it is online, we hope that one day we'll reach there offline personally, and it will be just because of such kind of organization like Food System Pavilion and others, because they believe in us, they trusted in us, and we also show them what we are able to do. Because the being this refugee, it is just a status, and we cannot close our hands saying that because we have this status we'll just die. We'll continue doing something, and you are the one who can motivate us, you are the one who can help us, you are the one who can give us another motivation to proceed with what we are doing. And I would like to call everyone for action today in this COP28, wherever you will go, the closing day, the coming day, the coming session, and everywhere. Remember that there is some community-based organization here called Kalobeyei Initiative for Better Life, which came here and present about the sprout farming and its benefit in the refugee camp. And I wouldn't like to keep quiet and say that we are not just coming from nowhere. We are legit, a registered organization, and doing what we have to do. And here is there is our our link here where you can contact us and see what we are doing. There is also our email address from our office where you can contact us as kifobly kifoplife@gmail.com, where you can contact us and share some message and some important content that we would like to hear from you. And we are really grateful from Food System Pavilion, we and Barbara, something good in the world. We are really grateful for what you have done and giving us this opportunity. Because for some of you, as you know, this is a sponsored session. Yeah, I've been talking in several meetings with Nadia Pasidero and the team, and I'm very grateful for their support because they full supported me. Because it reaches a time where they told me that it is not easy and it is not acceptable to present remotely, but Nadia and the team really supported me until we are presenting today, and the session is going successful. I really appreciate, and I wouldn't like the team or the audience to keep quiet. I would like you also to start working with the refugees, continue working with refugees, and do what a Food System Pavilion has done to continue impacting life of youth and refugees. Thank you for today. I know we might have a lot of questions, we might have a lot of question, and due to time we won't finish all the question, but we still have 15 or 13 more minutes whereby we dedicate this time for questions for, and we'll be answering your question. And if there is anything that any place where you didn't understand very well, you are welcome, and we'll be happy to reply to your concern, to your message, and giving feedback to what we didn't understand better. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you very much, Espoir. That was a wonderful presentation. Thank you so much for what you're doing so far in your region as concerns the refugees. All right, my question
Yeah.
to you is, how do you go about all of these? I know in a refugee camp you're gonna be facing a lot of difficulties. I mean, raising funds to do all this sprouting and all of that. How do you go about it? What are your strategies and how do you come up with a solution?
Can you adjust your voice, please? Your microphone. Or Barbara, did you hear something?
If you could speak a little bit more slowly, we could hear you speaking, but we could not hear the words clearly.
All right, can you hear me
Yeah.
now, Espoir?
We can hear you, just please speak slowly.
Okay, Barbara. All right, my question to Espoir is how do you go about your funding as regards growing the sprouts and all of that? Because I know it's going to be very difficult in a refugee camp. So what are your strategies? How do you get about it?
So if I try to hear you very well, it seems you are asking about how do we go about our funding strategies.
That's correct.
Yes. Yes, we have a lot of response on that, and I think Seleus
Yeah.
can reply on that question. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Espoir, thank you
Yes.
very much. You did an excellent presentation. And thank you,
Thank you very
Barbara,
much.
for supporting Espoir. Now, concerning the question of fundraising, actually, let me give you our recent information. Kifobly has presented the sprouts farming project to UN Innovation Fund, which was a call for proposals worldwide. UN Innovation Fund received more than 3,300 projects. Sprouts farming was selected among the 26 projects which were retained worldwide. So the sprouts farming now is going to get funds from UN Innovation Fund so that it can actually spread its activities among the refugee camps, not only Kalobeyei, but we'll be able to touch also Kakuma. And if we were able to get more funds, we could even go up to Dadaab in the eastern part of Kenya. And we also think that this project of sprouts farming can be a commercial variety that we will be able to introduce in the restaurants, in hotels, and in the supermarkets so that it can be sold to the population. So I think the sprouts farming has got very good days in front of it. So apart from the funds we got from something good in the world, now we are getting these funds from UN Innovation Fund, and that is going to open more doors for us. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Celius. Please forgive me if I don't pronounce your name correctly. Um,
Yes.
all right, thank you so very much. Now, what I want to know is, are you open to partnering with sponsors from overseas, or you open to partnering with sponsors only from Kenya and around Kenya?
We as an organization, as Barbara has said, we are partnering with many partners who are willing to work with us because these days the world has become one community and we have to work with everybody. So we started with something good in the world, which is represented by Barbara here. And this is an American association, organization. So we will be able to work with any other organization, whether Kenyan, African, American, European, or Asian. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Eleus, for the response, and I hope that it was a very great response. And we just say that we are open. We are an open organization because we are registered and we have all the legal documentation that could be needed, and we are open to work with other international organizations which are needed to partner with us. As you see, something good in the world is an external organization which is not based in Kenya. We have also some other partner with who we are partnering in education, and they're really doing well, and we are not deceiving them. So they are really willing to support refugee, and that's why we are saying that anyone who is willing to support refugee and to push forward this initiative is really welcome, regardless of their origin or background. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Espoir. Thank you for the presentation. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Celius. This was very, very much inspirational, and we hope to partner with you soon. Some of us here at COP28 in Dubai, we hope to be able to partner with you soon, and so we can take the sprouting to another level. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much. I've seen that we didn't use extra time. We used our time wisely because we have been given 1 hour, and we still remain with 6 minutes. And we are really great for this opportunity, and we really thank the team of Nadia Pasidero, Weibe, and all of the team members who normally send me email. We do some meetings with them. We are very grateful for that as Kalobe Initiative for Better Life. And as you say, we are looking forward for your partnership. We are looking forward for any further communication for anyone who is in the room, because I was following the other session. I've seen there was a lot of people in the room, and I hope that we'll get back to you soon after COP, and I will continue discussing with you. As you have seen there, we have some our social media and our official emails, like those email which you see, Key for Life, Key for Blee Life. Those are our official emails. We have also our phone number, official number. We have also our official websites and our official social media, where you can contact us and we can continue further discussion with the management of Karobe Initiative for Better Life or something good in the world. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and thank you very much for bringing refugees Karobe Initiative for Better Life to COP28, regardless of being remoted. But next time we'll be either in person. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Espoir, and thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Celeste. Thank you for sharing your story and being an inspiration to us. Thank you so much. We'll keep in touch. Bye bye.
Yes, thank you very much. And